Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk, guys. Welcome back and thanks for tuning in. You know, a lot of times I talk about just try to get one more shot, even if you're losing, right? Well, what does that look like and where can it get you? Let's find out today how that goes for me. I'm in my Gonka Quicka Wigzigia. Should we just call it the Gronk? We're just going to call it the Gronk. I'm in the Gronk. It's the Tier 9 Polish TD. I just did reviews on all of these tanks. I think I did the 9. Pretty sure I did. And it's got its challenges, right? It's decently fast. It has mediocre to good sometimes armor, but the gun mechanic where you do more damage close in is pretty brutal. The problem is far away, it's not so much. So let's just talk about it as we go. We've got Safe Haven. I'm running a rammer. I've got vents. They're all bounty, of course. Well, not necessarily of course, but of course because they're down there and they're purple. Anywho's, whatever. Are they pink? What is it? Magenta? I don't know. And an IA. Pink Genta? Jink? I'm not sure I can say that word. I don't think it's actually a word, but probably someone just got offended. Somebody somewhere just got offended. If you hear a mower, it's because I have a secret superpower that I have uncovered while doing videos on YouTube. And that superpower is thus. Anytime I sit down and try to stream or make a video, one of the neighbors starts mowing. There he goes. Starts mowing, a dog starts barking, usually mine, or a cat, again mine, wants to get in or out of the house. Or somebody shows up at the door, or the phone starts ringing. Every time. So as I sat down to start on this, the guy pulls up across the street and starts doing the mowing across the street. But anyway, we're on Safe Haven. We have spawned into the east side of Safe Haven. We're headed down here to the south. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this tank does not have great damage at range, so it falls off. That's the mechanic. Close in, lots of damage. Further out, up to half damage. And that's not so good. Because you're starting to talk, sometimes seeing 200 alpha rolls. Not low 200s, but high 200s, but still, you're in the 200s. It's not good, fellas. It's not good. And on this map, you look at this in the setup and you say, well, shoot, do I take it down into the, what are those, tunnels or whatever down there and try to play punchy face with some things that hit pretty hard and aren't going to have a whole lot of trouble penning me, like E75s, potentially the Ho-Ri 1 and the Conway. Conway's probably up here somewhere. So that didn't seem like a great idea to me. So I'm going to come up here and I'm sniping, right? This is the problem. I'm going to be doing 400 alpha maybe. So your DPM falls off a cliff compared to what it could be when you're doing things like this. And I'm going to take a whole bunch of blind shots because we don't have a whole lot going on. The other problem with me coming up here, just as an aside, and it's one reason why I typically don't play a lot of TDs, and when I do, I don't camp a lot, right? I don't sit in the back because I don't have anybody to shoot. All the party is going on up here, right? The party is up in the factories. They're down there. Hit points are being shredded. I'm so far away, in fact, that I don't even really know what the situation is down there, right? I have no idea if the Conqueror's taking some hits or where's the other Gonk? He's camping, I believe. So I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. So I'm just sort of wandering around in the back here trying to figure it out. Back to the beginning of the video, we talked about just try to get one more shot. And what's interesting to me a lot of times about a game that you're losing where you start a comeback, we'll get into whether I complete the comeback or not. Because honestly, the idea that just one more shot doesn't have a whole lot to do with whether you win or not. You get one more shot, and if you can get another one and another one, maybe eventually, as the Mars movie, I solved enough problems until I got to come home, right? I solved the closest croc to the boat. I dealt with that, and then after I did all that, I got to come home. Now, somebody just got hit, I bet, because they fired back. They were not happy with that. So, as I was saying, the interesting thing then about sitting in the back like this is that it often sets up the scenario where you have to make some kind of comeback. Because so far, my contribution over here is Bubkiss. Diddly squat. I do know something now, though. Although I did lose some hit points for not getting any back. Actually, I believe one of those blind shots went in, maybe a couple of them. The Obsidian and the Scorpion are on that corner. All right, good to know. Obsidian and Scorpion. Also, my team is doing some pretty good work without me. So I've done nothing. My team's done okay. This actually looked like we were in good shape, but just watch how it goes down. Again, I'm doing nothing, right? I'm just up here being a complete Muppet, shooting blind shots into a bush. How is it so often that the precursor to being a hero is being a Muppet before that? Quite often. There's Muppets involved. Now I know the Conway's back there. Holy cow, I've lost half my hit points and I've done diddly squat. Terrible F. Team is sort of holding on. Unfortunately, they're kind of pushing into their camping, the enemy's camping. Guys, we need to get rid of this 1390. This is one of the things I was trying to do, is figure out how I could help get rid of this guy. I'm super worried when he pops out, he's going to see me. I'm like, all right, let's kill this guy. Where did it? Oh. Do not see him. And where it? Nope. Dang it. Oh, Scorpion. Here we go. Boom. What? I think I might have hit the Obsidian or potentially the Conway. There's probably two guys back there. We're just going to stab one in and see what happens. Oh, nothing. We got nothing. So there are probably some hit points on my ledger at this point, but not very many. And certainly in terms of map control and what I'm doing, bupkis. And you can see that my team is pushing in and dying pretty much wholesale over there. And the good news for this video, my friends, as boring as this is, and as funny as it is to see me suck right now, so to speak, is that it sets up a pretty epic end. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, in order to be the hero, you have to be a Muppet first. You have to be a Muppet first. Well, somebody has to be a Muppet. Somebody on the team has to be a Muppet. You have to be a Muppet. Come on, Obsidian. Oh, there we go. Let's get this guy. Zoomy, zoomy, zoomy. Oh, boom. Yes, finally. 254. That's painful, guys. That's what I was talking about. That is a mid 200 roll. Pretty close to min roll, I think, because we're talking about a 50% drop off at range on a 400 alpha gun. 300 to 800. Wow. Maybe it's 300. Is it 300 at range? I thought it was only a 50% drop off. In any event, however that math was done, it was a terrible, terrible roll at 254. We've shot a lot of shots, guys. This is a lot of sound and fury. This is sound and fury. All right, Vipera's moving in. The ISU guys are still doing a decent job over there. I still feel like we kind of got this thing. I'm going to move up here and try to help these guys. Let's see if we can sneak down without the Conway and Scorpion nuking me. I'll take that. We'll come on over here. We'll mess around with the Vipera. Nice job on the 120, WZ120-1 FT. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get a shot. Yes, go. Let's go. Come on. Nope, I'm not going to get a shot. And I got lit. Oh, there's a Scorpion. Let's see what we can do with him. Nope, he's behind that. Okay. So the next idea here is to help the WZ push, so I'll do some Overwatch for him, but I'm really concerned about what's going on up there in the north because none of that is good. The Ho-Ri 1 has moved forward. They still have an E75, even though I don't know what his hit point situation is. And an ISU. That is a lot of punching power against the Gonk and the T28 and an Artie. Honestly, I wish we had pretty much pushed north to go help these guys and leave the Conway and Scorpion to their own devices, because they've showed a willingness to sit in the back, as have I, actually, at this point. But we're getting to the point where we're going to talk about just getting one more shot. Notice I'm only at 254 hit points of damage. I'm actually a little higher. I believe a couple of those blind shots went in based on the total at the end. And I'm not liking helping the WZ. Pushing the Conway and Scorpion is probably going to get one or both of us dead. Just going to be difficult to get in there. I don't know what their hit point situation is, although, yes, I do. I know what the Scorpions is. It's not good at all. Conway's hard to tell. And I'm not liking our guys pushing in there. There goes the prototype, and I figure the Gonk's probably going down, so to speak, pretty quickly. So the WZ goes up there, and I really wish he'd have fallen back with me. Maybe I should have typed in or potentially used the little circle thing that I have no idea how to use. You know, the little How do you even bring that up? I'm not even sure, to be honest. I don't know if I've ever used it once. Okay, good to know. E75, very low hit point, so he's a one shot. Not great on the Ho-Ri 1. That is a full hit point guy, and now we're down to 3 tanks, fellas. Not good. WZ's gone all the way to the corner and hasn't found them, which makes me feel like the Conway and the Scorpion have repositioned. Definitely the Conway, because he spotted him down there. He kills the Artie, and that is probably, to be quite honest, that is probably the most important kill to what's about to happen right here, to be honest. If I was being rained on every 25, 30 seconds or whatever by a 155, 55, that would have made this little iteration here much more difficult. All right, I get spotted. Okay, so I'm not going to turn and shoot him. He's going to nuke me. And he's coming at me. And I figure, you know what? This is the end, folks. It's been a horrible game. I've been a Muppet. Terrible F. Stink, stank, stunk. Oh, lucky. And then I see that guy. Oh, okay. What's he doing? Is he going to... Oh, no. Oh, geez. Now there's that guy. Man, oh, man. 2 lucky. 3 lucky bounces. What do we say, fellas, if you get lucky? It's not whether you get lucky. It's what you do with it. All I'm trying to do is get one more shot. Ow. Well, that's not the way to do it. He shot right over the bloody... That sucks. And I'm like, okay, one more shot. Boom. Got it. Okay, great. 907. Dude, you got to love that. 907. Nice high roll. That is half his hit points, fellas, in one shot. That brings him into a one-shot regime, but I have to survive. So we're going to do face hug TD stuff and try to get him. It looks to me like, based on where his gun is, that he's got me auto-aimed. And I have a great big old mantlet. So let's just try to kind of keep that mantlet in his gun. There we go. Oop, no, he's moving around. Oh, yeah. One more shot, guys. One more shot. So let's just put this in the side of his... There we go. Right into the side of his... Was I still in auto-aim myself? Is that the Muppetry we're talking about here? Hold on a minute. Yeah, I might have been. Did I not unlock it? Oh, I got lucky there, fellas. I got lucky there. I didn't realize I was still in auto-aim. So another little piece of luck. That's why you watch the replays. You never know. In any event, we get him dead. One more kill. One more kill. Well, what do we got? Okay, so we've got the WZ. He's still way over there. We've got 57 seconds with an ISU on the cap, and we've got an M53-55. I think he actually YOLOs. To be honest, I wish he'd... No, he doesn't. All right, so he's trying to set up, potentially. We're going to come over this way. It's not an emergency quite yet. Uh-oh, E75 on his way. He misses! We'll take it. He missed. I'll spin around, and this guy loses his mind. You never know, man. Sometimes people are just dumb. Doot, doot, doot. There we go, and... a little bit better job aiming. I don't quite auto-aim. I don't know why the 53-55 did that. I guess he felt maybe that I wasn't doing what I had to do to put a shot on this guy, but there you go. Now, I have to do this now. I don't have a choice. Oh, I missed him. Oh, no. No. Oh, Scorpion's coming. Not good. All right, so now I just have to see. Oh, there he is. He misses. One more shot, guys. Just keep trying, man. Keep trying. I mean, there were probably... How many times should I have been dead there? 8? Half a dozen, easily. Half a dozen times, easily. I'm still in it. One more shot. We got 2,200 damage. Scorpion, where is he? There he is. So I sort of sat there until I could see him. He takes a stab at me. He makes a huge mistake here. Now, things I know about the Scorpion. Pretty fast, but not too much faster than me. And I can also see that he's not turning his turret, and his turret is really slow. Now, if I'd have seen him slam on the brakes and spin his hull and his turret around towards me, that would have been a completely different situation. But he's just making a runner, fellas. Look at this, just making a runner. So I'll chase. There he goes, headed down that way. We'll spin around. And inexplicably, he believes he can come around this corner and get me. He does not have the gun depression right there. I could tell he was on the back side of that ridge. And if you're set up first as they come around, you just have a better shot at taking them out right there. One more shot, guys. 2,443 and somehow still alive. I'm going to tuck up here. I'm hoping that Conway doesn't figure out a way to get a pixel off of me. I'm like, all right, where is this guy? I don't know. I don't know. He's made some pretty good mistakes. So we got the WZ, we got a Conway with what looks like some pretty good hit points. So we're going to change our position here. Uh-oh, that is not what I wanted. Dive, dive, dive. Whoa! Oh, he's got way too many hit points, guys. Way too many. I need the WZ to help me. I'm really hoping he takes a chunk off of him. If the WZ can take a chunk off of him, I'm in good shape. But I'll set up here. We'll try to do the same thing we did with the Scorpion. Maybe if I put a shot on this guy, the W... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so he... Interesting. So he's going to go try to take on the WZ. WZ does take a chunk. He's well within one-shot territory for me. The WZ, unfortunately, is going to poke one too many times here. He comes out. Oh, nope. Sorry, I thought he did. This guy gets caught up on some terrain. I don't know really what he was doing right there. Obviously trying to deal with both me. He might have thought maybe I was coming around the other side, but I think I turned before I went dark. That's the problem with trying to fight two different guys, though. So what he's trying to do there is very difficult. And look at that, 3,000. It's a 4,000 damage game, so there was 1,000 damage of blind shots in there. So not completely useless what I did. So there you go. One more shot, guys. You got to take the luck. There's at least, like I said, half a dozen times in there, maybe more if you go back there and count it, where I probably should have been out of the game. But just keep working on it. Try to kill the next guy that's the problem. Try to avoid getting killed by his buddies. And you can claw back some of these games. Even if it is a lot your fault you got there. Just because you played poorly and made bad decisions early does not mean you can't right the ship and do a little better later on. That seems like advice for life, guys. That's all I've got. We will see you. Let me know what you think down below.